Hello, this is day 2 of our weather instrument design project. So let me recap what we did yesterday. We read an article about wind vanes and anemometer, you annotated it, and you picked out some important things on it. The next step is to research at least 3 questions you have about wind vanes and anemometers, and you had to list them here on in this box labeled Criterion B1, research questions to be tested by scientific investigation. So you also had to find the answer for this. You have to put it in your own words. You may not copy and paste and use quotation marks. It's got to be in your own words. It's got to be incomplete sentences. After that, you had to go down to the next box where it has Criterion D4. You're documenting the works of others and sources of information used. For this one, you are cutting and pasting the website address. So for this one, you can cut and paste because we will do a formal works cited when we get through. If for some reason you didn't do this, you can go back to your browsing history and find the websites. You have to have 3 different sources, and Google is not a source. It is a search engine, so do not put Google down. The next part is where we're starting today. You're going to get with your partner, and you're going to decide if you two want to create a wind vane or an anemometer. You're going to highlight which one you're going to do. Any color, just highlight it. Then you and your partner are going to work up an idea on how you can build this. So everything that in this process journal has to be your own, and your description should be detailed as possible. So even though you're working with a partner, the words should not be the same. You need to put it in your own words. The next box says, what do you feel are the most important design criteria or features that a wind vane anemometer should have, and why? So the requirements that I have for this is that the wind vane or anemometer will stand up and that it will rotate. So what can you do in there to make sure that it stands up and that it rotates? The next thing you're going to do is you're going to get a piece of paper, copy paper. You can ask your teacher for it, or you can do it on notebook paper. This is very informal. You're going to sketch your design and upload a photo. So sketch on a piece of paper. Make sure you label every part, all right? Because when we see a sketch of something, it's labeled. The next thing you're going to do, both of you have to upload it. So one sketch, and this can be the same on both partners, one sketch and each partner will upload this. You're going to take a picture of it. You're going to go up to the top of your document, and it'll say insert an image, and you'll upload it from your computer. Then you're going to go down here and you're going to evaluate your design. Tell me what's good about it. That's the positive. Tell me what's bad about it. That's the negative, and tell me why. Just don't say it's good or I like it. Give me reasons why. Give me details. Then the next thing you are going to do, and this can be the same for both of you, this doesn't have to be different. You're going to tell me the materials that you plan to use, and you're going to list the number that you need for each item. So for example, this is one from a previous year, and this person used a water bottle. They have sand and they have gravel in the bottom. They've got a skewer here to hold this up. Of course, there's masking tape on there. For masking tape, you can just put masking tape. You don't have to say 12 feet or anything like that. They've got some other skewers or dowels right here to hold this part up. They've got some little cups. So on this design right here, this student brought in these cups and they brought in the dowels. You are allowed to bring in materials from home if you want. I do have most of the stuff that you could use to make it here. When you're listing your materials, this right here, this skinny piece of bamboo with a point on it, it's called a skewer. So that's what you will probably need to have, one of those. We've got 2 different sizes of items right here. The top one is a tongue depressor or a craft stick. The bottom one is a popsicle stick. All right, so make sure you tell me whether you need a craft stick or a popsicle stick. I have gravel, sand, cups, straws, popsicle sticks, craft sticks, masking tape. I think that's it. All right, ask me if you think of something else that you need, and I'll tell you if I have it or not. Our goal is to get through this part right here today. If you get through with this, then I want you to go feedback from peers and teacher. So get at least 2 groups or 2 partners feedback on it. When you get feedback and when you give feedback, just don't say that looks great. It probably does, but remember the criteria is that we want it to stand up, we want it to rotate. So you might look at someone else's and say, how is that going to balance so that it stands up? How is that going to rotate? Give specific feedback. When you type your feedback in, you're going to put what they said in a complete sentence, and you're going to put their names beside of it. All right. So be kind when you critique, and good luck with your design, and looking forward to seeing what all you have done.